What's up, everybody? Coach Widmer here. Karoshi Combat Sports Weekly episode number 4, right? 4. Man, that's kind of crazy. Not really. It's only 4. But that's okay. We're going to get started, talk about the PFL fights. Will Brooks beat Formiga. Kayla Harrison won by armbar. So they're calling it the Kayla armbar now instead of the Ronda armbar. Dan Spahn won. Dan Spahn got 5 points, I think, because he got a finish in the second round.
Okay.
Jason Butcher lost, messed his knee up really bad, messed his leg up really bad. I don't know if you had a chance to watch that one.
I didn't watch any of the PFLs.
Just ate a hard punch and collapsed over top of it, and then when he went to stand back up after they separated from grappling, it was
It's a fight. Freak injuries happen.
yeah, they definitely happened. They definitely happened. I don't know what the hell that was on the floor, but oh well. Then you had Ramsey and Nige and Brian Foster. I told you.
I was wrong about that one.
I just don't think Ramsey's explosive enough. And
Yeah,
Foster was
not.
good at picking his spot, man. He flying knee.
Really? Damn.
Third round flying knee. It was nasty. And then the UFC fights last weekend were really good. Cerrone, he lost to Leon Edwards, but he said he was really sick. I do hate that, though. When, if you're not gonna, you can't say, I was sick, I almost didn't take the fight, but I'm not using that as an excuse.
Then why even
say it? Right.
Why even say it?
So you're already, so just don't say it if
Right.
you're gonna, and I'm not whining, I love Cerrone, he's tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to hear that back and forth, you know?
We all know what Cerrone's about. That's why we talked about it last week with the gatekeeper and all that. It is what it is.
Would actually makes sense, though, that he was sick. Because that's why he would talk like that.
No, yeah, understandably.
Because he just wasn't himself.
Either way, I mean, don't take the fight. Cancel, do what you got to do. It's your health, regardless, you know.
Well, or if you don't say a word.
Right.
Because, you know, I think that's one of the things as a fighter. The last thing you want to go do is beat a guy and then hear him be like, "Oh well, my ribs are hurt" or something. It's like, shut up! I'll beat the hell out of you.
Right,
again.
it's a fight. Don't get in the cage then.
Yeah, exactly. Or just do it and
leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
He was the better man tonight.
Right.
I think that's what Cerrone should have said.
Right.
He was the better man.
He was the better man tonight. Right.
Anyways, Valentina Shevchenko and
Not Valentina.
I'm sorry, Valentina Shevchenko's sister, Antonina, right?
Antonina.
Antonina, I only wrote Shevchenko. But her sister, Antonina, she got the contract last night, and then Tay Edwards. Now, is that like Eve's Edwards' brother or something?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I'm sure there's a lot of Edwards. So
Right.
Probably not. I'm just curious because like there's
look alike,
Shevchenko and I mean. I think they're Brazilian. I think Eves Edwards is Brazilian.
I don't know. No, he's actually a Dominican or something like that. He was talking about it on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you. So then we got. So tonight we got the. I'm sorry. OSP.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, his submission game is like it's insane.
What did he hit him with?
It was. Oh my god. What did he hit him with?
I don't know. Look up the highlights.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
There's highlights all over. You know.
It wasn't a Von Flu choke.
He's hit people with it.
I know. I almost want to say it was a guillotine or something, but now I'm gonna have to go watch.
He's strong. Them arms are man. He is a strong.
Yeah,
man.
and it's weird how he started because he just started like blasting people and kicking people in the face, and now he's just like grappling like insane. And you know what I think is interesting? They were talking about his gym. Like, I guess the gym is like completely and utterly focused on him.
Oh, I believe it. I mean,
like, there's nobody else they focus on. He is the #1 guy for the gym.
That's what happens when you come from a little bit smaller gym. I don't know what his I don't know what his gym is, but
no, they were talking about it, but that's why he hasn't changed. He said is because he gets that complete focus towards.
Send him to Jackson's. That's what I say about everybody. Send them to Jackson's.
Why?
I don't know.
But that's what he's. That's
I just like Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn's training. That's
no, I know. I'm just saying that's exactly what he's going against, is so he doesn't get caught up in that big scene.
No, I'm not saying big. I'm saying like if you want to cross train, you got the money for it, go to Jackson's. That's what I'd do. If I had the money for it, I'd go to Greg Jackson's.
There you go. You can if you want.
Yeah, and then I get whooped. It's all right though. Be good training.
That's all right. Then we got tonight the Ultimate Fighter last show until the finale.
Yes.
We have Trezano versus Joe Giannetti.
No. Trezano's through. Trezano's already
Trezano
through.
and
Trezano's through for
Katona are already
55, and Brad Katona's in for 45, I do believe. We got
now.
Joe
You sure
Giannetti.
those tonight, or is there one next week?
No, there can't be one next week because the finale's on Friday next week. There could be one next week then, I guess, if the finale's on Friday. It could only be one fight tonight. I'm thinking it was a 2-fight show tonight, but it could be. Either way, Joe Giannetti is fighting Alan Zuniga, and then we got if it is tonight, it might be next week. But we got Tyler Diamond versus the comeback guy. He lost his first fight, but people got injured. He's coming back. Jay Cuccinello. He lost to it was he got wrestled. He got laid on. I can't remember who it was. Somebody. Brad Katona. I do believe Brad Katona was the one that beat him.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure it was Brad Katona that beat him. So yeah.
So you got the winners of those two facing Trezano and Katona for the finals.
Yes.
And then the main event of that, Brad Tavares versus Israel Adesanya.
That is going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. We've seen in Adesanya's last fight that he's not the finisher that he says he is. He can't always predict it. You know, when you put him in with a tough guy, some of that flash doesn't always work. He still dominated. He still got the win by decision, but everybody's looking for him to be the Michael Venom Page of the UFC, and I don't think he's that. And I think Brad Tavares is going to show him what that next level is. Brad Tavares is a beast.
I don't think Adesanya is like. I don't know. I think he's really, really good. I don't think Tavares can hang with his speed. I think he's too fast.
No.
Because, do you remember when Tavares fought Whitaker?
Yeah, I'm saying with Brad Tavares, it's a tough, durable guy that can withstand that. And he's not. I don't think Adesanya is putting him out one shot. He didn't put his last guy out one shot, and that guy.
Yeah, that dude was a beast. I know who you're talking about. That like Swedish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an animal, man. That dude's a stud.
Yeah, so is Brad Tavares, though. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm always underwhelmed by him.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I definitely can see that because I had big high hopes for Brad Tavares.
I know a lot of people did. So did I.
So.
So did I, and I'm always underwhelmed by him. But I mean, it is what it is. I respect him. I think he's a good fighter.
I don't think Brad Tavares is going to win that fight. Let's get this straight.
Set this straight.
I still think Adesanya is winning that fight. I just think it's going to be a repeat of Adesanya's last fight, just with a tougher guy, in my opinion. Tougher MMA guy. That Swedish guy was.
Who's winning?
Adesanya.
Okay.
Adesanya, but I say it's another decision.
Now, are you just afraid to go down 0-2 to me after losing the Ramsey fight? Is that what you're worried about?
No, I don't care. I like Adesanya. I'm like you said, you're underwhelmed by Brad Tavares. I want to see that crazy stuff happen. You know.
All right, I'm just making sure.
I like him. He's just everybody's looking for him to be the Michael Venom Page. Of the UFC.
He already said that though. He already said everybody's talking about him being the next Anderson Silva, this and that, and there is no Israel Adesanya. He said.
Yeah, I know.
He's got this. I think he's got the right attitude.
That's the reason he's Israel Adesanya is because he didn't finish his last fight either.
All right.
Talking crap. Everybody wants to be Conor and predict their fights.
No, I know,
Just
but he
fight.
was working at it. It wasn't like he was just like coasting.
I know,
Right?
but I'm not saying. But he's
He
not
was
that.
knocking the crap out of that dude.
But he's got he doesn't have that knockout power like them greats do have, because he hit that dude with a lot of shots. Anyways, we're off of that now. I still think he's winning. I think he's winning.
Me too.
He beats Brad Tavares.
Me too.
Okay. Then we move on to the pay-per-view.
UFC 226. Right
Ooh.
from the beginning, we got the return of Yo Man, Gokhan Saki.
Gokhan Saki. I can't wait. He's only 1-1. He's
He's
just,
fun to watch fight, though.
He's a monster on the feet. That's all there is to it. Knockout power, great Muay Thai. I can't wait to watch him fight again. But
It'll
he's
be
fighting a
interesting to
beast.
see how he does with Khalil Roundtree. Because Roundtree's like pretty
Pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler, got good striking, really good power.
And I think a lot of those guys get in trouble sometimes when they think, oh, he's a wrestler, I'm a striker, and they neglect that ability of like Roundtree to like mix it all together.
Yeah.
To throw in a single leg and get you off your base, and then throw in his overhand right with the big looping arms he's got.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm just excited to watch Gokhan fight.
Me too.
That's
I on Roundtree. I like Roundtree fight. Then Uriah Hall's fighting Pedro Costa. Paulo
Costa.
We could do that 10 times and I'd mess it up every time. One of us would say Pedro every time.
Oh man,
I don't know why.
it's funny. I don't know who wins that fight. It depends on what
Hall
shows up. That's all it
Simple
comes
as
down to. What Hall shows up? Is the killer going to show up? If the killer shows up, it's a hard time for anybody. But if he's in his head like he always is, that's a long night for him, because Paulo is a decent Muay Thai kickboxer with great ground. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't see it going to the ground. Unless something happens, clinches.
It's almost like either Hall's going to knock you out or he's going to lose a decision.
Or he's going to lose a decision. Right. Or he's proven in the past too that you take him down, beat on him, he doesn't really do much.
I've kept the label out of there, just off a whim.
Who's next after that?
Yancy Medeiros versus Mike Perry.
Mike Platinum Perry. I love it. That's a great fight, but I say Mike Platinum Perry loses that fight. Yancy Medeiros is there to fight, but Mike Perry's there to fight. And he wants to put on a show, but I feel like he tries too hard to put on a show. And Yancey's not going to run from him. Yancey's definitely not going to run from him. But Yancey, I feel like, has way better head movement. The power goes to Mike Perry, though.
But I'm with you. I think he's peaked. Yeah. Where his like athleticism and his power is going to be like outshadowed by guys like Yancey.
Yeah. Right.
I'm with you. Chiesa versus Pettis.
Mike Chiesa, as much as I used to love Anthony Pettis and saying he's going to be the best, I say Chiesa takes that fight. Chiesa's a dark horse in the 55 division, man.
Well, a lot of these are like crapshoots almost for me, because it's like I know both guys, but both guys are capable of winning and losing.
Right.
Like, they're not.
You're right.
Both of them aren't world beaters, and both of them aren't like horrible.
I think when it comes down to who is the easiest to make look for a way out of the cage, would be Pettis.
See, and sometimes I think these are the types of fights that make for like those horrible fights. Because it's like they kind of respect each other, right? And then they're like, but neither of them are that good anyways.
A good one, but yeah. Right. I completely agree with you with that one. As much as I want to see it, I feel like it's going to be one of the fights.
That's not a knock on those guys. That's just like
when you get to that
gauge.
level.
It's just a gauge of all the guys that are around them.
Yeah, right.
It's really not like, I'm not saying on like a wide scale, because I think they're like some of the most talented guys in the world. But when you put those guys, it's like that's where it does become like that crapshoot, because you really don't know who's going to show up.
Right.
These guys are running like this every day.
It's the same thing with the Uriah Hall fight and the Paulo.
Yeah. Which is, I think, a little more with the co-main event, but not this one, Nagano and Lewis.
Ooh, Derek Lewis. I feel like he takes that.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I feel like the what does he call himself?
I'm writing that down
Black
for
Beast. the Black Beast. I don't feel like he's going to be afraid of his power or of Ngannou's power after that Miocic fight. I think the Black Beast wrestles him a little bit and then takes him out standing. I think the Black Beast has a little bit more power to take out Ngannou than Stipe did. So
I don't. I think Francis Ngannou is going to whoop his ass.
I always dig myself into a hole. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a good one.
All right, Holloway Ortega.
I like
Want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. I like them both.
I'll go Holloway. I think he's going to keep away from him. I don't think he's going to get in any kind of mess with that. And I think Ortega pushes it round 1, round 2, and ends up like maybe leading going into the 3rd, maybe leading going into the 4th, but that'll be when Holloway starts to run away with it.
I'm with you 100%.
I like it.
I think Ortega, the pressure gets to him.
Eminem.
He's that hood dude. You know what I'm saying? This is that big high pressure.
I like Ortega. I think he comes to fight. I think he doesn't. I don't think he's going to come and be like, get outclassed.
No, not by any means.
All.
Not by any means. Yeah. But I'm with you where Holloway's going to stay away, pick his shots, stay off the ground, because obviously everybody knows when you get to the ground, Ortega's got the advantage. It's happening.
Or on your feet. As in, no. As in with his grappling.
Yeah, with his grappling.
His submissions, he can lock them up on their feet.
Right.
Put you out there.
Exactly. We've seen that with Cub Swanson. Ortega is dangerous when it comes to getting a hold of you. But they're both long, rangy guys. Ortega does still have pretty decent stand-up, too, so we'll see. He might feel like a chip on his shoulder and want to come and throw down with Max Holloway. You know, Max Holloway's that dude. We'll see. Right here in the middle. Let's go.
So we'll see.
I'm liking that one. That's going to be a good one.
Stipe, Cormier. You pick first this one.
As much as I love my boy Stipe, the Ohio boy, I'm going with Cormier.
Are you out of your mind?
Why?
What makes you think that?
My heart wants me to go with Stipe.
Okay, all right. Well,
my heart wants me to go with Stipe, but Cormier, I feel like, is going to be the more well-rounded guy. I mean, other than John Jones, I don't see anybody beating Cormier, honestly. That's just me.
I'm just going to write Milo over Cormier and Mike over Stipe.
Listen,
because I feel like I don't even have to defend it. Like,
there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say, man. It's going to be a good fight regardless, but when it comes to it,
I think Miocic punches Cormier in the face and Cormier goes down, or is like, oh my God, what did I get myself into, and rushes himself into a takedown and gets in trouble there.
I think it's the other way around, man. I think it goes
that other way. So you think Stipe is going to get punched in the face by Cormier after he's been, and that's going to shake Stipe rather than like Alistair punching Stipe in the face, or Ngannou punching Stipe in the face.
I'm not saying that he's going to be surprised by the punch. I'm thinking he's going to be surprised by the wrestling. Listen, everybody knows Cormier is a smart fighter, very smart fighter. The only person that's ever been able to solve that puzzle is John Jones, and John Jones barely solved it in that second fight. He definitely got it in that first fight, but that second fight, he knew he was going to throw that head kick. Yes, we all know that, but up until that point, that was a great fight, and Cormier was taking it to John Jones. Okay, and you know what? There is one other person I think can beat Cormier.
He was taking it to John Jones.
He was in his
right
face.
Up until that moment, until Cormier was unconscious, face first on the floor.
It happens.
Right up until that moment,
John Jones.
Cormier was winning the fight. If you don't get to say we're winning the fight. I know Blue even says so.
Well, and I take that back. I think there's another person that can beat Cormier.
Yeah, I do too. Stipe, Miocic.
No,
Cleveland.
I'm going. I think Alexander Gustafsson needs to get his shot back.
He's not. Anyways,
I know.
Yeah, even didn't Cormier say like, "Oh, I know Alexander's going to be upset, but you ain't getting this shot, kid."
Right.
All right, Rashad Hendricks gone. Sad to see Rashad go. later, Johnny. I don't really like Johnny. Especially the thing
Johnny
with
can
the
bet on that
GSP
one.
fight with me. I know everybody was like, oh, Johnny won that. One, didn't think he did. And two, even so, after you run away the last 2 minutes of the fight and just dance around the cage, it goes out the window for me.
You're not a fucking
It's
champion.
really hard. If you're not the other champion, that's okay.
Sorry.
It's alright. I didn't hear it. And, but for real, like, I never liked him after that. I always had a hard time. And then every time he got knocked out after that, I was always kind of like, whatever. Machida. Lyoto Machida signed to Bellator with his brother. I think it's his older brother.
I don't think he's going to do well.
Me neither. There's a lot of younger guys in Bellator.
They're killers. Bellator's killers. UFC's killers, yes, but UFC's on a different level, a different pick-you-apart type level, whereas in Bellator's, everybody's out there with the chip on their shoulder trying to get theirs, and they get theirs. Bellator is a rough one to be with. I'd put a lot of them up against the best in the UFC.
One I will watch, though, is Vanderlei and Page.
Yes.
Rampage on Bellator.
Yeah, definitely. But, I mean, Vanderlei loses that one again.
I agree.
Too old.
I agree. Makes it
out of
2-2.
Yeah.
I'll make it 2-2, you realize, though, right?
Yeah, and then they're going to come back
I
for one of the
know, I was
celebrity
like, are they
boxing
really
matches
going
or
to try
something,
and do that? That was my first thought when I seen it. I was like, are they going to really try and get 5 out of these two? Mm-hmm. Like, would that be the best ever then? Mm-hmm. Would it have to be?
It'd have to be the only rivalry that's fought 5 times.
And think about it. In how many different promotions?
Right.
That's pretty wild.
That's pretty wild too.
It's almost
and
like professional wrestling.
That last fight they could sell so hard.
Depending, as long as this one
as long as Rampage wins this fight
and goes out and it's like impressive, because I don't think a decision in any way.
But
like,
there's no way either one of them is going to decision unless neither one of them just gets knocked out. They're fighting. Rampage ain't taking him down, and I tell you that Brazilian is crazy, man. That Brazilian is crazy. It's gonna be a good one either way. Anytime you watch Rampage,
he's
and
the
Vanderlei fight.
Murderer.
I wanted to talk about this. Bellator's thinking about doing a welterweight tournament.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
that'll be super interesting.
Welterweight tournament with Paul Daly. We got
sometimes.
What's his name? Out of Farasa Hobby's gym.
Rory
McDonald in there.
Ain't he fighting Musashi though?
Michael
so
Page in there.
Rory is gonna try and beat Musashi and then bump down for the tournament. That makes sense. All right, let's move into boxing a little bit. Wilder and Joshua. So you did not hear what happened. Mm-hmm. The WBA or IBF, whichever one that Joshua is the champ of. I think Wilder's the WBA, right? So IBF. Yeah, one of them told Joshua, "Hey, we're gonna strip the belt from you if you don't defend it against the guy who you're slated to defend it." And that's this Povetkin.
Is that the picture that I seen?
Yep.
Okay,
so
I was wondering.
Povetkin versus Joshua now, and although Tyson Fury said, "Hey Wilder, let's do this," right? So I was like, "All right, so we might have a little savior." Mm-hmm. Coming for it, and if Joshua beats Povetkin and Wilder beats Fury, we still got that coming.
That bull crap with the boxing controversy, contracts here, contracts there. That's why I like MMA. You know, I mean, even though
and you got the different like organizations saying you can't fight for this. You're gonna have to fight this guy, this and that. Right. Locally coming up, we got the Demolition Boxing Series at Cowboys and Angels in Fox Story on July 14th. We got Mike Russell, Logan Kyle, Chris Mitchell all boxing on that. We got some other local guys from Demolition boxing on that you want to come out and see. Some MMA fighters, some strictly boxers. You got all different types of guys coming up there and boxing. It's always a fun time, though. And then July 27th at the Hollywood Casino in Columbus, you got the Iron Tiger fight series coming back to town. We got our own Joey Hurtsellers fighting for the 155-pound championship. He'll look to get his second title. I'm pretty excited about that. And then we got Mike Russell going back to the 125-pound weight class, so I'm really excited about that as well. I'm excited about both their fights. Both their fights look really good for them. And not just like good fights for them, they'll be challenging for them.
Yeah, challenging for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. And they're always looking for a challenge, so
they fight better.
come watch.
I think
come watch. They always put on a show, trust me.
Heck yeah. Absolutely. Hey, what is your favorite DC character?
I'm gonna have to go with. I don't know, man. I like all the DC characters a lot. If I had to go with one, it'd probably be Batman.
Mine's Batman. Marvel.
Marvel for sure. It's either Hulk or Wolverine. Always been Hulk.
I love how it's for sure. It's either Hulk or Wolverine. Like.
But I mean, because they come from two different eras in Marvel. You know what I'm saying? They were never together. You got the X-Men and you got Hulk that did his own thing. Then he was with the Avengers and all that. Now I love putting X-Men and Avengers together. Back in the comic books, that was the best for me when they had to fight Magnus or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember.
Magneto.
No, because it had everybody. All the superheroes had to fight this being in space. My dad's got the comic book. I have to bring it over.
Galactus.
It was something like Galactus. Galactus is the same being as that, but it was a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Yeah. I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
All right. So just so you guys know, this is the thing that I keep reaching down and petting. This is Blue. He touched your shoulder like, hi, Milo. All right, so thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys on Sundays at Fallen Timbers at noon. Mm-hmm. This has been Karoshi Combat Sports Weekly.
Come get armbarred.
Episode 4. Armbarred or one arm rear naked choked. I don't know.
We'll show you.
We'll show you
how to do it.
Something crazy. Use these boxing gloves on you. You guys have a good week. See you Sunday.